Hello, this is Heisenberg with the Yvonne Craig Batgirl statue from Diamond Select Toys, and I'm extremely excited. I first saw the statue over a year ago, and I've been eagerly awaiting her arrival ever since. So right now it's March 2016. That's 50 years after the 1966 Batman TV series premiered. Here is Yvonne Craig herself, the actress, as Batgirl. She was on season 3 of that TV show. Notice the pose that she's in with her hands on her hips and her sort of dance-like pose. So the statue is making a very similar pose. So that's one thing I like about the statue. It sort of captured, the pose from these promotional photos, and Yvonne would also make this pose in the TV show itself, especially with the hands on the hips. Oh my word, it's an excellent statue. So we'll go over the details. But first, some facts about it. So it's 12 inches tall if you include the base, made of resin. It's a limited edition, limited to 1,966 items, which again, 1966 is also the year that the Batman TV series premiered. And it sells for about $150. So, oh, look at her. So I really like, they've captured her physique extremely well, captured the costume. Yeah, the texture of the costume on the statue is kind of like a very fine-grained sandpaper to sort of give it, I think, that texture and the glitter look. Look at the gloves. Look at the the sort of like the little wings on the gloves, and look at the curves they gave her. They gave her really nice curves. And then and then here's the and then and look at the I really like the back of this cape. But yeah, like I said, I first saw this over a year ago. I went to the 2015 Toy Fair. I was there for the first time. Went to the Diamond Select Toys booth, mostly looking for Godzilla toys, and they were occupied, so I just kind of wandered around on my own for a moment and spotted this, and I don't know if I can convey just how actually it was quite moving, to be honest, because I grew up watching Batman as a young boy, and the best part of the TV show for me was Batgirl. I would sit, I've said this before, but I would sit during the opening credits and wait to see if Batgirl appeared, and I would cheer when she did. I was so excited. So yeah, Batgirl was basically my first TV crush, and never really stopped having a crush on Batgirl. But growing up, there were no Batgirl toys based on this Yvonne Craig version. I mean, there have been different versions of Batgirl over the years, and so other versions of Batgirl have had toys. But this original sort of like purple glittery costume never had any toys. And yeah, all this time, again, like 50 years. So here I am at Toy Fair and Diamond Select Toys booth looking for Godzilla, and I turn, and what do I see? There she is. There's Batgirl, Yvonne Craig, the Yvonne Craig Batgirl. And so then the fellow, came up to me and said, oh, it's like, oh, hello, Heisenberg, you want to see Godzilla? I said, actually, tell me, let's talk about this. And I walked him over here, and oh, the fellow was very nice. He was very patient with listening to me, gush about Yvonne Craig and Batgirl. So okay, so here's a close up on the face. Now I've heard some people say that they wish it looked more like Yvonne. To me, when I look at this, it reminds me of Yvonne. It's more kind of like a comic book face than sort of like a face of a person. But yeah, that's fine with me. It doesn't have to be sort of like look literally like her. It just has to sort of remind me of her, and it does. Now, one thing now, look carefully at the nose, because we're about to see, I actually have 2 of these statues. Okay, this is the other one. I bought 2 of these, and I think you know why. And the second one I bought actually has a lot of problems. Like, look at the nose has like black splatter on it, and also it's bulbous. It looks like there's like a glob of too much paint on the nose. And also look at the corners of the eyes. There's no paint in the corners of the eyes. So this appears to be an anomaly, though. I've looked, other people have bought the statue and shown it online, so I've talked with them, and their paint job is fine. So this is the only one we know of that has problems. And that eye, her left eye, also has problems. there's like a green, the green paint is sort of messy on her left eye too. So then here's a still photo, with the bulbous nose and the paint, and then also you can see in the corner there's no paint there. Okay, let's get back to the good one. So, but yeah, that seems to be an anomaly. But so a word of caution is that if you are buying this, beware of look it over closely. Like, it would be ideal if you could go to a comic book store that would take it out of the box before you buy it, so you could see what you're getting, or buy it from someone that'll take a return, that takes returns. But that does, like I said, that does seem to be an anomaly. There's several people have bought them. This is the only one we're aware of that has sort of like a messy paint job. And I've taken photos. I've contacted Diamond Select Toys and shown them the photos, mostly in hopes that they'll just try to prevent something like that from happening, in the future. That, I hope that they put some quality control in place where, ideally, I think someone from Diamond Select Toys should be in the factory in China, like, looking over the finished product. And I would hope that, one like the other one, would just be, rejected. Okay, so here's, I really like these gloves. And look at the points on them. So again, I'm also going to switch to the other one. So here's the one with the bad paint. It also has a chipped glove. So another problem with the other one. But again, it's like, so basically, once again, I have two. One has problems with the paint and with a chipped glove, but this other one that I have, like we're looking at number 210, because there are a numbered limited edition. Each has a number. So what we're looking at is number 210. Yeah, this one is fine. And again, all of them that I know of so far they're all fine except for just one. So I think we're okay. But just a word of caution. And again, I've given feedback to Diamond Select Toys, so I hope they'll improve their quality control. So here's the base. Alrighty, now I highly recommend this. Now another thing to consider. There's another company also coming out with an Yvonne Craig Batgirl statue. Tweeterhead is coming out with a bigger and more expensive statue. So theirs is going to be taller, and it's going to cost $250. So if you're only planning to buy one statue, you might want to wait and see, and have a look at that one to sort of see which one you want to buy. So again, this is $150 and 12 inches. That one I think is 16 inches. I'll have to check though. That one's taller and $250. So that's something else to consider. And another option is that Diamond Select Toys is also coming out with a Julie Newmar Catwoman statue, like I think just later this month. So that's another option. If you're a fan of Julie Newmar's Catwoman, you might want to get that one too. And I've seen that on. I've seen the prototype of that. I've got a video where I show the prototype of the Julie Newmar Catwoman, and I also show the prototype of the Tweeterhead Yvonne Craig statue in some of my other videos, so you can check that out. And then once they come out, I'll review them too. So, so it says, again, we'll see, it says 210, number 210 on the bottom of the box. And it says 210 on the bottom of the base. And this comes with a little certificate of authenticity, which also says it's number 210. We're rather amused. So I'm glad to have the certificate of authenticity. But I find it amusing that I think it would be much easier to pirate, to make a fake version of the certificate of authenticity than it would to make a fake version of the statue. But it's fun to have. It's like, a tradition. So yeah, I think it's packaged well. Yeah, lots of styrofoam. Yeah, so there. Okay, so I'll show a few still photos. But summing up, I am just pleased as can be with the statue. Highly recommend it. My only caveats is it's like there's another, you might also want to wait and see if you want to choose between this one and the Tweeterhead statue. I'm going to get them both. I recommend getting both of them. And also you might want to check, if you're buying this, check to make sure that the paint job is good. But it should be fine. We've only seen one that had a problem. So this is Heisenberg, hoping you enjoy your Yvonne Craig Batgirl statue.